So this is the first episode of
Appys and Bevvys.
Appys and Bevvys. So I guess we should start off with how we met.
So we actually met via care.com.
Yeah, free plug for them.
When I was looking for babysitting for my daughter once I went back to work.
Most perfect little angel.
Francesca.
Yes.
And we found...
Not including my niece and nephew, of course.
And we found Miss Emerald. And when she came with a binder and charts and background checks and driving records and all sorts of things, I said, she's the one.
I've been babysitting since I was like 15 on the side of things. So I know what parents are looking for, particularly new parents, have an extra set of caution with them. So I kind of knew what to come prepared with.
Especially when that one parent struggles with anxiety and what is needed for that with their first child. So Miss Emerald came in and has been a part of our family ever since.
Yes. And then I kind of, every once in a while, I would help Courtney make dinner. And by help, I mean do most of it. Because the whole reason we started this podcast is because some of us are very gifted in kitchen and some of us are very gifted with vibes and good combo.
And drinking the drinks.
Enjoying to drink the drinks. I guess gets us into making our first drink.
Yeah,
So for our first Appys and Bevvys recipe, we're going to make, I think, one of like the best Appy and Bevvy combos, which is nachos and margaritas.
Yes, the most liked all around.
Yes.
No one can say they don't like tacos and tequila.
No, of course not.
Margaritas.
So,
and if you don't like these things, you probably are already on the wrong channel.
Most definitely on the wrong channel. So anytime I'm making like a bigger batch of a drink, instead of using one of these little, I think it's called a jigger, right?
You would know more than me.
I like to use this. It's like the glass measuring cups that everyone's grandma's had forever, but it measures out ounces. And I think it's really nice for when you're measuring, like to make multiple drinks at one time rather than having to measure out individual shots. So
and this is where Emerald's also better than me because she actually measures things and I do not.
Well, my husband would probably argue that I only sometimes measure and sometimes I measure with my heart, and my heart's full of a lot of love and a lot of liquor.
That's why I love her.
A margarita is 2 parts tequila. I really like Patrón. It's my favorite.
Same.
I can't have anything carbonated. So quite literally at my wedding, instead of toasting with champagne, I toasted with Patrón Gold.
It's my girl.
Not even kidding. Then you want to do I'm going to say for making 2 drinks, I'm going to say about 3 limes worth of juice or about a lime and a half worth of lime juice.
And I have to also say where Appys and Bevvys came from.
Yes.
Was Emerald would always hear me say to my husband after a long day or on a weekend, do you want to go get Appys and Bevvys? Because I would always want to go out and get an appetizer and a drink. And that's my ideal little free time or date night. So it was always Appys and Bevvys. And then Emerald picked up on it and would make jokes and say, I made you some Appys, or, I can make you this fresh cocktail, Appys and Bevvys. It just clicked. And then we were like, we can do this thing where Emerald makes these great recipes and cocktail recipes, and then I enjoy eating and drinking them and just talking and having fun.
It should also be noted, I am not formally trained in anything, so if I mispronounce things, if I do not do the recipe to your liking, feel free to drop a comment if it's nice.
If it's nice.
So, and some people will use pre-squeezed lime juice.
Well, that's something that's what I would do, which is why this is so much better because it's fresher.
It is a lot fresher. And to me, you get like a better flavor and it's a lot less sugar in it as well. So another goal with this is we're trying to also include, somewhat affordable recipes, but also fairly healthy recipes. And by healthy, I mean, I always look as to what I can add into a recipe rather than taking away to make it healthier. And I do realize that no form of alcohol is healthy, so don't come for me on that.
No, it's kind of like where you don't need running shoes to run and you don't need alcohol to have fun, but those things make those things a lot easier.
A lot easier, yeah.
Hence, good cocktails and good times and laughs.
Yes, and good friendship.
Good friendship.
Good friendship. Seriously, that would have been a good toast if I was done making the drink.
I seriously don't know what we would do without Emerald for obvious reasons that you're going to be watching over the next several episodes.
Hopefully
we are well fed and have good drinks, and our child is so well cared for, and we just love her.
And then you're going to do, so I did 2 parts tequila to 1 part of triple sec, which is like an orange liqueur.
I like your nails, by the way.
Thank you. They are cheap press-ons.
Even better.
Because I have been actually working on a mural in their daughter's playroom, and I have been destroying my nails, but I didn't want people to watch me cooking with gross nails.
So when we say Emerald does all things, she truly does all things. She's literally handcrafting and painting a mural on a huge wall in her playroom to make it special and meaningful for her, and even adding all different touches for us with all animals the whole family loves for different reasons.
Particularly penguins, hence our penguin shaker.
Correct.
That we have going on.
Which I was going to say, be a little careful with it, because I feel like from the last that I remember, it like spills a little. So.
Oh, it spills a little.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love it, and I'm keeping it for obvious reasons. It's penguin, but
okay. Well, this honey isn't coming out, so we're going to get some different honey out of your cabinet.
Improvising.
Oh, look, it's the honey from my wedding.
Perfect.
Highly recommend giving out some kind of food as
a favor
at any kind of party, wedding, anything, because no one wants to take home a coaster with your faces on it. Let's be real.
No.
So I'm adding, can't really get the spoon in here. I don't know. I'm measuring, like, you know what?
Or I was going to say, we might have a smaller spoon in there somewhere.
It's okay. I don't know. About that much honey? Again,
what
not a
glasses
professional.
Should we use?
I already have glasses in your freezer chilling.
Chilling in the freezer. Thinks about every detail.
I try.
Above and beyond. And I have to say, it already smells so good in here.
So I did do a lot of food prep ahead of time just to make it easier, so we're not taking up so much time with the cooking. Is kind of getting the prep out of the way.
And in all honesty, this is our first episode, so we truly were just going to see how it flows and how it goes, and no expectations. And just
this may never make it to the internet.
We don't know. We don't know. We're going to have to see. That looks amazing.
I just realized I poured the ice in before rimming the glass. Again, not a professional.
Wait, what did you say you did?
I poured the ice in before rimming the glasses.
Oh, rimming the glass. Okay, I missed that part.
What did you think I said?
Well, I truly don't know. I was trying to figure it out as you went for the other glass. But I figured, so we have some cards here with just some fun little topics to talk about.
Looked up basically questions to get to know someone's personality, and a lot of them are very silly questions.
And we're just going to go with it and see how we answer them.
Okay.
So there are 2 questions on this card, and I think I want to go with the second one first.
Okay.
So Emerald.
Yes.
While you're making these delicious cocktails, aka margaritas.
Yes.
Please think about an answer. How do you go about eating a muffin?
So I like my muffins grilled. And me and my husband actually debate this quite a bit because we both like grilled muffins, which not a lot of people do. So we got really excited when we first got together that we both do grilled muffins. But he likes to cut it like if the muffin's like this, he cuts it down in half like this.
Yes.
And I cut the top half from the bottom half. I found that question online, and apparently how you go about eating a muffin, which way you cut it up, says something about your personality. But the thing is, I couldn't find like what it says about your personality.
So you know it says something, just not exactly what it says about
exactly.
it. Okay.
Exactly.
I'm sure we could assume what that means.
I feel like it's...
But I also feel like a lot of these answers are going to show how more type in the world of food and ingredients and the way you eat it and all the special details.
You weren't kidding.
I told you the penguin leaks, but we keep the penguin because we love the penguin.
The penguin's adorable. I'm definitely going to require some cleaning afterwards.
But me being probably more type B when it comes to all food and eating, more type A, I literally end up with a muffin, would just start peeling off the top and eating the pieces off the top. Like nothing fancy, doesn't require any equipment to toast it or, just, I do like a warm blueberry muffin.
Yeah.
With
I like
butter.
Them grilled. It was something my grandfather, he's a big reason I know how to cook, and he would always grill his muffins, always.
So maybe one of our little Appys would be some sort of grilled muffins on one of our episodes.
Why not? With like some kind of like a mimosa or screwdriver.
Yes.
Yeah. So cheers to embarrassing ourselves on the internet in the hopes that we'll get sponsorship of free food and alcohol.
And thank God there's alcohol involved. Or I wouldn't be doing.
It's a pretty good margarita.
Very good margarita.
Yeah.
I think I just swallowed an ice cube though. I was going to start chewing it, but I don't think that would sound good in the microphone, so I just swallowed it.
I guarantee there's people online that would love to hear it. The ASMR thing, I'm not for it. I'm not an ASMR person.
Especially with chewing and such.
Yeah.
Nope.
Don't want to hear it.
That's strong, Miss Emerald.
Listen, I have my sticky note. This is like an official, like, bartenders make this. That's what went flying a minute ago.
It's so fresh and it's so good. And I feel like...
Do you need a straw?
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, I think we need straws.
Very strong, very fresh. I'd give it, for your first Appys and Bevvys cocktail, under the pressure of officially recording, I'd give it an 8.5.
I will gladly take that as someone who is not trained in making drinks at all.
So what might transform from this is maybe Emerald, because she's wonderful with all things food and recipes, is maybe I'll be making some of the Bevvies.
Oh, yeah.
And be serving you the cocktails while you're doing the food. Versus making her do all the legwork and me just sitting here picking her brain and talking. But for now, that's a good
combo as well. So the first thing I'm going to make, because I already prepped earlier, I prepped the Pico de Gallo, which is very easy. It's literally just diced tomatoes, diced sweet peppers. I did include one jalapeno, and I have extra jalapenos to add to your half of the nachos.
Got it.
Cilantro. I think I put about 2 limes worth of lime juice in there, as well as their zest, and like 3 cloves of garlic. Oh, and a red onion.
Now, how long did it take you to prep all of this?
So to chop all of this up, I'm going to say it probably took me about 20 or so minutes, but I was also playing with your child. So it's a lot of stop and go.
And my child is feral at times and doesn't sit still. So.
But she loves being involved in cooking, genuinely.
Yeah.
I'm going to teach her how to cook, and I'm determined that child's going to be able to make a Thanksgiving meal before she goes to kindergarten.
You heard it here first, y'all.
Yeah.
And if you can make that happen,
yeah,
I think you'll be much more popular in the babysitting world, and I might lose you to others. So,
eventually your children are going to grow up, and I'm going to have to find other employment.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just keep having them to keep you around. You can't.
Courtney and Frank. What was that show? John and Kate
plus 8. Well, I don't know. I don't know if we can go that
Frank
far. But.
Plus, I don't know what rhymes with Courtney and Frank.
Court.
Nope, I don't think we're going to get there.
I don't think we're going to get a number.
But right now I'm prepping the
I'm really thinking
crema sauce. So we're
what
doing
kind of sauce?
Crema.
Okay. What's in a crema sauce?
Usually a little bit of mayo and sour cream. And we're going to make ours with avocado as well. So
Those are
I'm
some
doing
nice avocados.
Yeah, I had to dig through the bins at Aldi's because all of the avocados were good, but they weren't ripe.
Speaking of Aldi's.
Yeah. So it really is because, and we talked about like trying to create fresh and like healthy but affordable meals, which let's be honest, in this economy is next to impossible. Mm-hmm. And I got all of the ingredients, and I would say like I made way too much. Like, this bowl holds 5 quarts, and it's this much full worth of ingredients. I bought 2 bags worth of chips, so easily a meal that could feed, I'm going to say easily a family of 6. And all of the ingredients for tonight's dinner cost less than $50. So I feel like as far as groceries go in today's world,
it's
a easy,
cost-effective meal. It's a healthy meal.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're even doing shrimp nachos, which is a good protein, but you can pretty much do whatever protein you like.
Chicken or beef or
fish. I know fish tacos are a thing, but I don't think I've ever seen fish nachos. Probably because fish is so soft it kind of falls apart, be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But what I liked was I actually found these shrimp. They were already marinated. Chipotle shrimp. Again, I'm pretty sure.
And I smell them and they smell so good. I don't know what else smells good. Is it that?
Yeah, I think it's that. Which here, if you'd like to sample the Pico de Gallo with
God. Yes.
Some of the chips. Here you go. You're already diving in.
Well, I'm just going to do one. And because I don't want to torture the viewers with the chewing.
I feel like that's to be expected when you watch a cooking show, though.
Yeah?
Maybe?
Or do I just...
just cover the mic? Better be careful with the moaning. We're going to end up on a different kind of channel.
I don't know if any of y'all have been watching The Hunting Wives, but have you seen The Hunting Wives?
No. But you told me the show is interesting.
Interesting. Very interesting. Love it. Great plot. Great story. Wasn't expecting some of the stuff in there.
Fair.
But where I think just you saying moaning connected me with that. And there's no meaning otherwise of except that you said we might end up on another channel. Could be Netflix. We don't know. But
could be.
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch. Frank actually watched the last episode with me last night, and he was like, "What are we watching?" I'm like, "You can't just jump in last minute like that and then question what's going on because now I have to explain myself."
That is the worst.
What this is all about.
When like someone doesn't know what's going on. I used to do that all the time to my husband with Game of Thrones, and I was like, "Seriously, you're watching this for the plot, okay?" And he goes, "No, really, you just happen to come in at the worst scene."
Always the worst. Worst scene. Well, first, I have a question for you.
Yes.
What is your go-to cocktail? I know today we're all about margaritas, but what is your go-to cocktail?
My go-to cocktail, well, we have a pretty extensive liquor cabinet at our house just from like hosting parties and things, but it's such a modge podge of things. If I'm making it at home, I'm trying to use up whatever we have with whatever juice is in our fridge.
They're very resourceful.
But if I'm going out, I like a Malibu Bay Breeze.
Does J2 hear that? We know J2 likes it. Well, you might not know this fun fact about
your father, the retired police chief.
He was not a police chief, but he was a police officer.
He just has that presence to him. I don't know.
SWAT member.
Okay, that's where I was getting. Yeah.
Who Emerald knows very well. My parents living with us, me, and my husband for right now. So Miss Emerald and them have a great relationship. So all of that to say is, yes, my dad's favorite drink is a Malibu Bay Breeze. And he would be the first to admit it.
Honestly, I feel like that's pretty on par for like pretty big, tough guys, because who's going to go up to like a tough looking guy and go, oh, you have a fruity cocktail? Like, I don't think that's ending well for
right
you.
now. And in his defenses, he's like, I just like what I like, and I like coconut and fruity and
almost dropped the whole
like,
wine in there.
Summery drinks. So.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And it's also, even if
but what does
when you get it,
your go-to cocktail say about you, though? What does that say about
that? I can't drink liquor straight up.
So the shot that I just took of tequila right before this.
I could. I mean, I did drink Patrón straight up at my wedding, but it would definitely be something that would be a little bit harder for me to do. So that's why
Got it.
I like disguising liquor as like a fruit punch. Like, I need my liquor to taste like a Capri Sun what was the thing when we were kids that looked like a barrel? Huggies.
Okay. See, I'm wildly opposite of that. Give me just a straight shot of something, a glass of wine.
Oh, I admire that. I cannot.
Because are we going to get judged on here? Is there going to be negative comments on
There's
here?
always negative comments, and they're called haters. But normally, if you have a hater, that means you've made it. So thank you.
Okay, well, for any of the haters who are going to comment on this, I just feel like I don't know, the fruity drinks and like those drinks that like you're explaining.
Yeah.
I could have like 5, 6. They don't just do it for me. They give me a headache. My stomach starts to hurt. So I just rather take a few shots and be done with it, and then sip on a drink.
Fair enough. I'm the same way. That's why I prefer, like, if I am going to have a margarita, I want to know it's made with a good tequila, because I'm not having a headache the next day. Also why I like making it with honey if I'm going to make it at home, because it's not as, I don't know. I know it is sweetness, but it's not the same kind of sweetness as like a simple syrup.
Right.
So I don't get the headache the next morning.
Wait, pause for a second.
Yeah.
So you just did cilantro, avocado.
Yes.
What's that?
Sour cream.
And then
a
pepper.
Little bit of mayo.
Okay.
Salt and pepper.
Do not tell Frank that mayo is in that.
Oh, no. I'm very good at lying to people about what ingredients are in things. I have to do it to my husband all the time.
He'll eat it. He won't even notice it. But if he sees the mayo, he'll get weird about it.
If you ever meet Vince, no, I do in fact not put spinach in my creamy pesto pasta. But if you have picky eaters in your life, whether they're your husband, your parents, your child, pick things that are the same color and chop them up finely, and they'll never know. Never know.
Just back to my favorite cocktail, my go-to cocktail, because I know some of you people out there are going to understand me, especially those who are moms of 8-month-old feral children, is an espresso martini.
Oh,
that is my go-to cocktail, because it's obviously a little bit of energy and caffeine, which Emerald cannot drink caffeine. So that's another side conversation.
I have a lot of gastro issues. It's not fun.
So
but
she doesn't know what an espresso martini is. So in her defense, I don't judge her for not picking an espresso martini as her go-to, because you wouldn't know, because you've never been able to have one.
Exactly.
But the energy, the vodka, no Baileys, no cream. I can't do all the cream.
Okay.
3 beans. And I've gone on an espresso martini tour before.
Ooh.
To try all different espresso martinis.
That does sound very fun.
The feral 8-month-old that I keep referring to has entered the room in the background. So if we hear her, just disregard.
She really likes being vocal. It's very little words, a lot of screams.
She's a perfect little child.
She is.
Hi, Francesca.
I feel like the best description of her is that her favorite music is AC/DC and Black Sabbath.
And techno baby music.
Yep. All right, pause for a moment while I blend this with the NutriBullet.
Pause means drink to me.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, so this is so it should be stated we are cooking in Courtney's kitchen. She, like many people for some reason that don't cook, has the perfect kitchen and every kitchen gadget that you could ever need. Doesn't cook that much.
I just, just in case I decided that I wanted to start really getting involved with cooking and baking, I have everything. But I work a very busy job, and
You do. Again, the feral 8-month-old.
Yes.
That big factor.
So it just hasn't been in the cards yet. But
no.
For now, we just found something else that works for us, and that Emerald gets to enjoy all the appliances in the kitchen.
I love it.
I'm really holding on to these cards because I feel like there's a lot of good questions on here. But you do that first.
Okay.
You can there's bigger like spoons and things in there. Yep.
Okay. There we go. Yeah. If I can get it back open.
I can't believe this is a legitimate thing. Do you know that when I've seen people use these on like TikTok and stuff, I thought they were just fake for like show, like just to be funny.
No. And they're so cheap online.
Where we go for cost effective. Well, I try.
Can you see if you can get this open?
If not, Frank's first appearance will come on to the show. Frank, you don't have to make an appearance, but you have to open this down there. Fun fact about my husband, Frank, is he doesn't like to take pictures or be on camera, but he can open
Look at that.
things. He's very strong. Thank you.
Very, very, very good. Thank you for your help. It smells very good.
Did you put this question on here for me?
Yeah,
I know which one I'm talking about.
I already know which one you're talking about. Do we want to do that one next so we can do the museum one first? Because I find that question so funny.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. I jumped over that one because I liked the muffin question.
Yes.
But yes, let's do that. Okay. If there was a museum of your life and there was a gift shop in that museum, what would it sell?
Okay. So I already know my answer to this.
I have no idea.
You know how so it should be noted that I sew a lot. I've been sewing since I was 7 or 8 years old. And a lot of my friends joke that I am either, if I'm not the mom of the group, I'm certainly the grandma of the group. And so I think in my Life's Museum gift shop, it would sell 2 things. And it would be like a mini version of Mary Poppins bag. It would look like that. But inside of it would be Band-Aids, charger, any like thing in an emergency, because all of my friends are like, anytime they need something, they go, oh, it's definitely going to be an Emerald first.
For example, at my baby's baptism, we needed a phone charger. I think I needed like a bobby pin, a hair tie.
Yep.
I think there was multiple things that day we needed.
You also started getting overheated, and I pulled out a mini fan out of my purse.
So it's very true that if Emerald's around and you need something, there's a good chance either she has it or my dad has it, because he's got a tourniquet kit with him. He's all things life-saving measures, and you're all things like convenience on a whim. Like if anything happens, you probably have something to fix it.
Yep. So that. And the butter cookie tins that so many people's grandmas had their sewing kits in.
Yeah.
But because butter cookies are one of my favorite cookies, it would be half of actual cookies and half of a sewing kit. But it would be in the butter cookie tin. And that's what my Life's Museum would sell. You've
put a lot, you've thought about that.
Yeah. I probably should have let you see the questions ahead of time.
Yeah, because if there...
You know what? I have to reblend this.
I'm going to think about that.
Yeah, you have to.
If there was a museum of my life and there was a gift shop in that museum, what would it sell?
Again.
I mean, that is so hard for me because of my life. I think it would sell.
Can I tell you what I think yours would sell? Well, I think it would have a book section. And it would be like all books about like manifesting, having your best life.
I was going to say... So that because of what I do for work and what I try to do in general is, Frank over in the corner probably would not agree with me whatsoever because I'm harder on him than anyone else. But Francesca agreed. I feel like I would have some sort of like motivational thing of like how to be positive and how to I don't know.
Motivational posters
and
something better than those like posters with the cat that's like hanging there, like actually cute.
So I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner is my job.
Yes.
So most of my job is not just prescribing medications for mental health issues, but teaching people how to shift their perspective and reframe their thoughts and focus on. It's always not this cookie cutter and vanilla and easy, but in general, it's trying to bring people up in life and work through really hard times and problems. So it'd be something related to that in my gift shop. Probably multiple bottles of Cabernet.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely red wine. Definitely
love
Cabernet.
a red wine.
Mm-hmm. Probably something related to penguins.
Yeah.
And
little penguin stuffed animals.
Yeah, little penguin stuffed animals. I don't know.
Oh, real quick. I don't know who out there needs to hear this. Use aluminum foil to make your cleanup easy, but still spray it because it's not actually nonstick.
That's true.
Yeah.
What chips did you get?
So I didn't realize it, but I ended up making an entirely gluten-free meal. So if there's anyone celiac or gluten intolerant out there, this whole meal is gluten-free. But these are the blue corn tortilla chips.
Organic, love that.
And again, super cheap because we bought them at Aldi. So I was already starting to eat a couple earlier because obviously I had to taste test, make sure I didn't accidentally make poison. So I did buy 2 bags.
How much do we think Frank is going to love this podcast, Appys and Bevvys, because of the benefit he's going to reap from it?
1,000%. 1,000%. And then I'll bring home the leftovers to my mother-in-law, like you, she works in healthcare. She is a nurse technician. And even though she just had a big birthday, she could already be retired and she's already still working 12-hour shifts. So I try to cook for her when I can. So
let me backtrack for just anyone who's trying to make this. So you prep this, you explain what was was already done.
Yeah.
And then you made the crema.
The crema sauce. So that's going to go on top.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to put this in the fridge because it should stay chilled.
Okay.
A little cold. It doesn't need to be like cold, but it's been so hot and disgusting here in Jersey lately that I don't like cold food sitting out too long.
How wonderful was this cool weather today?
It was so wonderful.
Fun fact about Emerald and I, we both.
Oh, real quick. So the cheese I'm using is about 10 ounces of a white cheddar and 10 ounces of, in Aldi, it's labeled as queso fresca. And again, if I'm pronouncing things wrong,
don't judge. We listen and we don't judge.
Because some of us only passed high school Spanish because of extra credit projects.
I took 6 years of Spanish. And ask me how much I can say. I can say a few nursing sentences that no one wants to hear here. So I can't. I took 6 years and I still can't say much. Okay. So no judgment. This is a no judgment podcast.
Also, for anyone making this at home, if you're making it in a big batch like I am, so you can share with friends and family, layer it. Don't just do a whole bunch of chips because then by the time you get to the bottom of the chips, there's not going to be any flavor. So layer it as you go.
That always drives me nuts.
When you get to the bottom and it's just dry chips. Just dry chips.
Yeah. Everything's just piled on the top in the middle.
No. I don't like to do that. It's like, again, going back to my grandfather who taught me how to cook. He would always say, when you season, remember that you are not just seasoning the top layer. If you are making a giant pot of something, you are seasoning that whole pot. So it's okay to look like there's a lot at the top. So.
And is that your mom's dad?
Yes, that's my mom's dad.
And the grandmom that you're very close with that made your wedding dress?
Yes. So she is my mom's mom. Okay. Both of my mom's parents were a very, very big part of my life. Really involved with us growing up. And I mean, they couldn't stand each other, but they loved us a lot. So.
And he taught you how to cook. So shout out to him.
He did teach me how to cook. I did eventually have to learn to cook with less salt. He cooked with a lot of salt. I don't know if it's because he smoked for so many years and he felt like he needed all the salt. Or if, I mean, you know what, to be honest, his cholesterol was never very good. So
what did he have? Like heart issues at the end or anything?
He had everything issues because he had been smoking since he was like 12 years old.
Oh, yes.
Children don't smoke.
Yes.
Don't smoke. It's not good.
Don't make me get on my nursing soapbox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope someone can hear Francesca in the background. Yeah, it's my favorite thing. Now that she's starting to babble more when people are talking without her. And I feel like she always babbles at the right time.
Like she just agreed to not smoke. So I'm going to remind her of this and show her this.
Yep.
One day. But she agreed when you said, do not smoke.
Absolutely. So yeah, you just want to make sure it's coated. I'm a big cheese lover, but I'm actually going to say that while cheese is good, you don't want it too thick on nachos.
The sides here?
Yes, thank you. You're seeing the part that I'm missing from where I'm standing.
Yeah.
If you do cheese too thick on nachos, it's not going to be as melted as you would like it to be, A. And B, it's just going to, it's not going to be as evenly distributed, which actually almost forgot to preheat your oven.
Oh, that.
So there's that.
There's that.
But yeah. So what's your next question? What do you got for me?
What would you do if you came home and there was a penguin hiding in your freezer?
I feel like you need to answer this one first because you love penguins so much. I seen that one on a Reddit post of questions to ask people to get to know them. And I was like, oh, I have to include that.
What would I do? I would, number one, give it a huge hug and tell it how much I loved it. And then I would name it something so cute. And then I would set up an area in my basement for it to live.
Oh, basement's nice and cool.
I don't know how I would go about it. I don't know what I would do, but I would find a way to keep it in my house.
Yeah.
And alive. And it would be my best friend.
That's important.
It would be my best friend.
Yeah.
And I would be very happy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can envision something that would make me happier than coming home to a penguin in my freezer. What about you?
I'd probably call zoos and see if any of them are missing one.
No, you don't call zoos, you call me.
Okay, sorry. My bad. So I'm chopping up some extra jalapenos just for Courtney's side of the nachos because, again,
I don't have to go too crazy.
All of the girlies out there with acid reflux issues, no. Can't really do spicy. A little bit. Probably more than I'm supposed to. So we're gonna.
And that is the kind of margarita I would get out.
Is a spicy margarita?
It's a spicy margarita.
Okay. Yeah, some extra jalapenos on your and Frank's side, because let's be honest, as soon as this is done, Frank's gonna be like,
yeah,
I can come get now.
Now these recipes, do you just create them like what you think would be all good together, or are they recipes you've been making for a while, or are they family recipes?
Both. So shrimp nachos is a big thing for me. Also, I want to clarify because I'm sure there's going to be people out there that are like, she's touching the food a lot without gloves on. So I feel like I always see those on cooking. I washed my hands before this started.
And
also, these shrimp came pre-cooked, and because they're going to cook in the oven at 400
and it's
for
all
about 10
family
minutes.
Eating these nachos, and we are not necessarily germaphobes around here, except my dad. He wouldn't eat these anyway, though.
No. Something to know about Courtney's dad is he will take a McDonald's Big Mac over any homemade meal any day.
Correct. There is, and that's, we won't even out him on this because he is a man of his rituals and his routines. He likes what he likes. He's comfortable.
But honestly,
what he's
I know a lot
with.
of people who are retired cops, military, and they're
but
the
it's
same
a little
way.
Suspect that shrimp nachos is not something he'd be comfortable with. It's a little suspect if you ask me.
Yeah. So another plus side to getting these, they were already marinated, so that's why I'm like kind of slipping. Yeah, it's fully cooked, so go right ahead. So anytime you get something, I do genuinely like all of the marinated things.
Spice to them.
What's nice about the crema sauce is because it has sour cream, avocado, and mayo. It's all something that will kind of cool the spiciness. So it's good to have balance in your meals when you're cooking, for sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they look so good already. Oh my gosh, I'm already rating this a 10 out of 10. I haven't even eaten any of the nachos yet.
All she's eaten is something that was already marinated that I did not prepare.
Do we have any leftover margarita?
No, but I can make some more as we have priorities here. Once I get these in the oven, they're going to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to say closer to 15 since I forgot to preheat the oven. But I definitely say this feeds minimum of a family of 4. If it's kids, I'm going to say family of 6.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're my brothers growing up, and then that would feed 2 of them.
Well, I was going to say, the Seidenbergs, it would be very quickly picked over, but that's 4 boys. So it depends on the fam.
Yeah. So I'm going to just set a timer on my watch because I really like having a timer on my watch because when I'm cooking at home, I'm very good for putting something in the oven and walking to another room to do something and forgetting that I was cooking. So that's why I like to set the timers on my watch because it doesn't leave my person. But let's make some more margs while we're waiting for the nachos to cook.
Oh, okay. These are some good ones on this card.
Thank you. You. Did a lot of research.
Yes, these are good. What's something you like doing but you're terrible at?
There's very few things I like doing if I'm terrible at it because I'm too much of a perfectionist. I'm okay if I'm like schmedium at it. Like okay to like getting better at it. Yeah. I seen something one time and it said practice makes progress, not perfection.
Mm-hmm. Do you know, fun fact, my chorus teacher, shout out to, it was Mrs. Well, I think it was Mrs. Cecilio, or was it Mrs. Dickinson? Oh, if you ever see this, you're going to be upset with me because you're my Facebook friend and you're the best.
You're Facebook friends with your high school teachers?
My 5th grade chorus teacher. She was the best, but we
had very different experiences in our childhood.
There was always, if I remember correctly, and my memory's awful, there was something up in her room, or what she used to say is there's no such thing as perfect, but like practice makes progress, not perfection.
Yeah. So I really like that. With Courtney saying that like I cook and I make cocktails and I'm painting a mural and I sew. I like the phrase of like, what is it? Jack of all trades, master of none. Because I get bored with stuff. Like I go through a phase of being like, oh, I'm really into this. And then I'm like, no, I'm not anymore. And then I just move on. So I don't know. Maybe I have ADD.
No, I don't know. I think I would challenge your like master at nothing though, because I feel like maybe in my perception,
I appreciate,
and I think
that's a
I think Frank
perception.
Over there would agree about some of the recipes you have definitely mastered and the food you make and so many things.
Well, thank you.
And your babysitting.
Well, thank you very much.
Skills.
But yeah, I would say something I like doing. I don't do it as often as I used to, but I do like shooting a bow and arrow. But I have a depth perception issue, so definitely don't go near me.
But you like shooting. Where'd you find out you like shooting a bow and arrow?
I grew up in Southwest PA in a very like rural area, and my dad came from a very big hunting family. And I just wasn't as into guns as my siblings were, but I did like a bow, especially when the movie Brave came out with Princess Merida, and at the time I had just gotten a bow for Christmas, so then I was like, I'm so cool. Also, I was probably too old to think that if I was watching a Disney princess movie and thought, but she was also the first princess I seen with curly hair, first princess I seen who didn't need a prince. So she also had a lot of younger brothers. So there was a lot about her I liked. But yeah, no, I'm terrible at shooting a bow. But it is very fun. It's fun to shoot at things.
Yes, I used to go shooting with my dad sometimes, but like real like Glock guns.
Ooh, that's very badass.
I can't say.
Were you a better shot?
No.
And I mean, like, I hardly ever hit the target. So that's where I'm gauging.
I would hit the target.
Okay, so you're better than I was.
I would hit the target, but I would not call myself good. Like, maybe I could protect myself if need be.
That's pretty good.
Maybe not. We do some target practice around here and stuff. So we're definitely
Don't try to break into the Seidenberg household.
Do not. No, that would be a very bad day for you.
Very bad day.
Something I like to do, but I'm terrible at, is yoga.
Yoga?
But I don't even know if I would say I'm terrible at it. I just don't do it enough to like make it this very fluid, beautiful skill that some yogis have, like all these different forms and poses and such.
Yeah.
But I love it because it's good for mental health physical health. It's just a good mind clarity.
I think I'd like to try it.
We
the
should
last
go
time
to a yoga class together.
I would like that. I'd like that. I tried,
but it's hot
in
yoga.
College. Oh,
it's hot yoga.
We both agreed we don't like the heat.
I only like it when I can come right home after. Well, then they give you like cold washcloths at the end with like the orange essential oils. Or
yeah, that does sound very nice.
So refreshing, and then you come home and shower, and it's great.
Okay,
I think you would love it.
I could maybe get into that.
So yeah, so something that I would like to do, but I'm terrible, or like doing the terrible at, would be yoga. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but maybe cooking. I would love to cook more, but I wouldn't say I'm great at it.
It's okay. I'm gonna, through these episodes, you're gonna kind of like subconsciously learn to cook.
That's right. I just got to pay attention.
Yeah.
Which we also know.
On the bright side, we're recording them. You can go back.
Touche. If you were a candle, what would you smell like?
Ooh, I make, for my bridal shower, I made the guest homemade vanilla extract with bourbon instead of vodka. Like, you can find the tutorials online. I posted one, but like, you just let it ferment for like 3 or 4 hours. And when you open it up, the bourbon gives it such like a smoky flavor. Bourbon vanilla, I think, is what I would smell like.
Mine would be lavender vanilla.
Ooh, that's a good one.
But like still some sort of like smoky woodsiness to it. But lavender vanilla, because I love lavender because it's calming and it goes with my...
You could be one of those like woodwick candles because it has the smokiness smell to it. And I love a woodwick candle.
Same. Love.
I just decapitated the penguin. Here.
Thank you.
I'm going to end up calling my
husband.
husband.
Watching this right now is probably like, I feel so bad for Emerald, who is literally running around this kitchen,
but I like
doing
it.
all the things, and I'm sitting here drinking.
So much more comfortable and like confident when I'm doing stuff like this.
Versus just sitting.
Yes.
Like, you would feel worse if you were me.
Yeah.
Or like it would be more difficult for you to just be sitting here versus running around.
Yeah, because I would feel like I need to be doing something to help. I always feel like I need to be helping in some way, shape, or form.
Yes. I usually do as well, but I feel like my role in this is
yeah, you have the cue cards.
That's right.
You are helping in your own way, my dear.
I would ask this question that I know you want me to ask, because I know you. I know you want me to ask this question.
Okay.
And I know you're going to have a really good answer to this question, but you just can't ask it back to me because I don't even know the names of these things.
Okay. I don't remember. I am
smart. I promise. I'm very, very smart. I'm very, very book smart. I did very, very well in school.
How many degrees
I'm very successful. I have a lot of degrees. I have a lot of letters after my name. And that is a humble way of explaining that can be very book smart, but I don't always have the most common sense. So I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying it because I'm about to ask this question and I don't know if I know how to answer. What's your favorite dinosaur? Emerald loves dinosaurs. I couldn't even tell you one.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have two. One is our state dinosaur of New Jersey because I find it very cool.
We have a state dinosaur.
We have a state dinosaur. So the New Jersey state dinosaur is the Hadrosaurus folki. You can look it up. It was the first nearly fully intact dinosaur skeleton discovered anywhere in the world. And then it was the first one mounted and put on public display. Again, first ever in the world. They ended up mounting it in Philadelphia at the Museum of Natural History in Philly. But what's really cool about it is it's the first one ever.
So she really wanted me to ask this question.
Yeah. I made the cards, can you tell? So it was the first one that they ever, so anytime you walk into a museum and you see dinosaur skeletons, that started in New Jersey and Philadelphia, which I think is really cool.
And what is your favorite museum in New Jersey?
In New Jersey, it's the Edelman Fossil Park. However, I do have a little
Where did you get your engagement photos done?
I got them done at the museum, but I do have a little bit of little salt in the wound with that museum.
Ooh.
Because they kept delaying their opening like months on months to what ended up being like a year and a half. And that's where my husband was planning to propose to me. And he is very much like, when he has a plan, that is the plan he has. And because they delayed so long, that's why it took so much longer for me to get engaged. And then he ended up, when he found out that they were pushing back another 6 months, he ended up just saying, you know what, I'm just picking a random day in this random park bench. And that's...
So if Edelman Fossil Park, is that what it's called? Hears this or sees this, we love you. Emerald loves you.
Yes, I do.
Season pass holder, whatever it's called.
I am a season pass holder, yes.
But delayed the engagement a little bit. So I feel like,
Yeah. But I love that fossil park, and I love the Hadrosaurus falci, but my other favorite dinosaur is purely because it's so funny. It's called a Pacliosaurus, and it's because they look like they have like
you want to bring her here?
A helmet with the spikes on it. And what I find funny about them is, of all dinosaurs, they have one of the thickest skulls to protect one of the tiniest brains.
Oh,
so I find that funny. Hi. Welcome to the Appys and Bevvys Podcast, Frankie.
This is Francesca.
Say hi. Yay! Yeah, we love the podcast.
Yay!
We just like being the center of attention. First child problems.
Yes, girl. And you're going to be like mommy, and you're going to also love going out for... You already do love going out for Appys and Bevvys.
She really does.
You're on my... Hello. What are you doing?
I'm going to put this here for when the tray comes out.
I should have been prepared for this and got you in a cuter outfit and a cute bow, but we're in our PJs and we're just relaxing.
You know what? It's fine. We're in our comfy clothes too, Frankie. So it's okay.
Do you wish you could try these nachos and margarita?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do love avocado.
You do love avocado.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, Frank.
Here, I'll pass it back. Come here to me, my munchkiny.
What is your favorite compliment that you've ever received?
Oh, I have a very good one for this. So I just got married.
I would just like to preface again all of these that that you've had a little foot up on, knowing what these questions were and been able to think about the answers. And I'm just off the seat of my pants, but go ahead.
But that's okay, because it's giving time for you to mull it over as I answer. So it's also, I needed to have prepared, because I'm also in charge of the food and the drinks. So I'll give myself that grace a little bit.
Absolutely.
Favorite compliment I've ever received. This is going to sound kind of shallow, but because people do compliment my cooking, compliment my sewing and my skills. Favorite compliment I've ever received. I just got married in May. And my niece, my brother told me, he was holding her. She was one of my flower girls. And he was holding her. And as I was coming down the aisle,
Aww.
She grabbed his sleeve, like she's 2.5, grabbed his sleeve and goes, it's a Barbie.
Oh.
First of all, children don't lie. So if she looked at me and thought I look like a Barbie, that is the best I'm ever going to look in my life.
You're correct. Kids do not know how to lie.
They do not know how to lie.
Especially that age. So
100%.
You look like a Barbie.
She'll hit you with an insult every once and again. And to her, it's just stating a fact.
Yeah.
And it's never, with children, it's never meant with malice.
Right.
It's always just them knowing
filter.
They should say the truth at
and
all
no
times.
social cue. That just comes out.
Exactly. So her going, she looks like a Barbie. That best compliment I've ever received in my life.
I'd have to agree.
And she went up running to me after the ceremony was done and everything. She's like, you're a Barbie, Auntie. And I was like, so
you felt so good. Beautiful on your wedding day.
I did. And I feel like every bride knows, by the time you're walking down the aisle, the stress is just you just kind of want the day to be done by that point. If I'm
ready
honest.
for it to be done, yes.
So it was a good compliment to receive at that point in time. Oh, my timer went off.
I love that.
Let's check. Ooh, 2 more minutes, I'm going to say. 2 more minutes. So would you like to answer the question while we're waiting for the nachos to finish?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Can I answer what I think would be one for you?
Yeah.
When you hear you're a good mom.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. And I that's why I don't even know if it's like in the compliment or it's in like the way she smiles and when like I wake her up in the morning. And
she does. She's always so happy to see both you and your husband.
Yeah.
She's just genuinely a very happy baby. And I think that speaks very well with how good you're doing.
Yeah.
Not to say that people who have unhappy babies, they're bad parents in any way. Because my youngest brother, he was just a cranky kid.
Cranky, colicky. Like,
yeah.
Doesn't, right. Exactly.
But
no, I don't know. I
so
feel
happy.
like I have shared with Frank a few times different like patients of mine or people in my like, I guess, career who have like written and said really nice things about me. I guess just like my ability to have empathy and to be non-judgmental and to communicate well and listen well and I don't know, be a positive person. Like I've had a few patients say like that I've like changed their life and that I've saved their life and
that's a very good compliment.
That I'm in a career that's like my calling as a person with my character. So I think those things have been very meaningful for me.
Yeah. I think that was a very good that was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. But mom definitely tops it for sure.
Yeah.
These are really good. You found all these or you've made these all up?
I found most of them, made up a couple, and I think my husband might have snuck one in there at some point.
Where's your happy place? I think I know the answer.
That was one I think Vince came up with, but I can't remember. So a few times me and my husband have been to this cabin in Lake Como, Pennsylvania. And it's on the back half of this really sweet couple's farm. If you like text them and be like, hey, can I come see the horses? They'll let you come up and meet their horses. And every morning they leave some of their chickens' eggs by your front door so you can make breakfast with them.
Yeah.
But my favorite part about it is right off the cabin, there's this pretty big pond that's part of their property, and these two swans live there, which if you know, swans mate for life. So every time you see the swans, they're swimming together. And so it's just like me and my husband just sitting on the bank of their pond in this like looks like out of a Hallmark movie, idyllic cabin in the middle of nowhere with no cell reception.
That's a huge one.
Yeah, like you turn off of one dirt road to get there and you turn on to a worse dirt road. That's how you know you're truly.
Put you in the middle of nowhere where no one can reach you, isolated, bingo. Done.
Yep.
I mean, that sounds like a dream.
Yeah.
I've never been to this place, but I feel like this place would be my happy place.
Okay.
So in the grand scheme of things, I feel like all the different pictures and two places that are on my bucket list that I really want to go that look like would be my happy place would be Switzerland.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And Banff, Canada. And I've been bringing both of these places up to go travel to for the longest time.
Okay.
Just the mountains and the blue water. And
that does sound like very, and we also know you're not like, we've both agreed, again, not a warm weather.
No. No, my happy place is not the beach. No. It is not the beach. It's actually quite opposite. It gives me anxiety, and I think it makes my skin crawl to think of the heat and the sweat and the sand. And no. So those would be my goal places that I assume would be my happy place.
Yeah.
But my, on a simpler scale, happy place would be anywhere with a really good sushi roll.
Ooh.
A glass of red wine or an espresso martini and live music. And good vibes. Scenery, good vibes.
Yeah,
that's
love
just,
that. You're just gonna broil it for like 2 more minutes so it gets like that nice like brown bubbly cheesy, and then they're gonna be perfect.
Smells so good.
Yeah.
You smell it?
I do. It smells really good. Is there any other?
Do you smell it, Frank? Are you gonna have some? Okay.
Is there any other questions on the cards that you liked? There was one really good one.
The soundtrack one?
Oh, I was actually thinking of one question I put on there. If you could live in any book world.
What book world? The reason I didn't ask that is because I don't know I don't know how to answer half of these because, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. But that one I really think I would have a hard time answering.
Prepare more.
No, it's fun. I think it's good that I have to answer just randomly. What book world would you want to live in?
So
are you going to say like Harry Potter?
No.
Okay.
I actually was not a Harry Potter kid. Okay. I didn't read them until I was older. My two best friends are very into it, so I listened to the audiobooks. I listened to them while I was sewing, and they are very excellent, but I was not a Harry Potter kid. If I could live in any book world, it would be Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, because finding the perfect pair of jeans sounds like the most wonderful thing in the world.
And they get to travel.
They get to travel. The pants fit them perfectly. They don't say like, oh yeah, they fit me perfectly, but they chafe, but they cut into my stomach. No, they're all so comfy in these jeans. I want a world where we can find a pair of jeans that fits our bodies perfectly and are
or be like me and just don't wear jeans, you know?
Yeah, no, leggings every day.
Absolutely.
Amen to that. On that note, I think I can get...
That was a very good answer. And honestly, I don't even have anything to go back on with that.
Oh, I think these nachos are pretty good.
Oh, boy.
If I can get them out.
Wow.
Yeah, hope you guys can see
wow
all of this. So we're going to top it with the crema, which definitely should probably be a little thinner than what it is.
Still top it, but I'm still taking a picture.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to just... It's supposed to like squeeze out, like it's supposed to be like more of like a sauce and not this thick thing. But you know what? It's fine.
But can't you just use the back of the spoon and like...
I'm going to once I get it all.
See, I have some skill.
You do. Look at you go.
Exactly.
You know what? They don't look the prettiest ones.
Good thing I took a picture before they were done.
Yeah, absolutely. 1000%. But you know what? This sauce may be thick, but so are we, and we're well loved.
That was perfect.
I couldn't have said a soundbite later.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Wow. You know what? She kills it every time.
I try my best.
And that is why we decided to do Appys and Bevvys.
Appys and Bevvys. I think we need to do one more cheers.
Cheers to the first episode of Appys and Bevvys.
I think we did pretty good.
Shall I try one?
Yes.
For the people?
For the peeps.
I'm scared.
I'm trying to get it.
And I'm not scared to eat. I'm scared to eat on being
camera. Yeah, like having someone watch you eat. I get you.
Oh, God.
Pretty good. You were smart. Covered your mic. I did not.
I don't even know. I think
all the flavors balanced.
I think I have to do 10 out of 10.
There's definitely a little bit of a kick, but because of the crema sauce, it balances enough.
100%. I feel like without that, it would be too much of a kick.
Yeah.
No, I think 10 out of 10 for sure. So,
absolutely.
Cheers.
So messy, but good.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And thank you guys. Hopefully we have the courage to post this on the internet later.
And to do a second episode. We shall see.
Hopefully.
With different Appys and different Bevvys.
Absolutely. If you have any suggestions, please drop comments below. Absolutely.
Cheers.